What's up, everyone, and welcome to Caribbean Linkup TV. It's your boy, your host, AZ, and I'd like to introduce to you guys my co-host, Sarkit.
Hey everyone, I just want to start by saying it's a pleasure to be here. I never thought in a million years I would be co-hosting a podcast, but here we are. Ash and I have actually worked together in the past. It's been pure vibes. I hope you guys can all tune in and support. And we can't wait to continue to bring you guys great content.
Thank you. That was amazing. Well, with that being said, we got two special guests in the building today. They're entrepreneurs, they're go-getters. One of them is a social media sensation. The other opened one of the most popular restaurants of 2021 and throws the hottest events in the six. He's been working with international artists independently and has been throwing back-to-back events. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you MammasBoy and DAVIKASTAAR.
What up?
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
All right, how you guys doing?
Good. Excited to be part of this Caribbean Linkup TV. Moving a lot of heads right now.
Yeah. Super excited to be here. First time doing a podcast, so I'm super amped. Good people, good vibes. So I'm excited. This will be fun.
Appreciate everybody showing love and supporting Caribbean Linkup TV so far. It's for the Caribbean and for the community, and I can't wait to see where it goes. So we got a lot of questions for you guys today. MammasBoy, DAVIKASTAAR, you guys are both big people, I would say, in the West Indian industry.
Gassing us.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I don't think, no.
But to start this off, I want to start this off with Kaieteur Restaurant and how that started with you, MammasBoy. Do you want to tell us what inspired that idea and what brought Kaieteur Restaurant together?
Yeah, so Kaieteur was I give credit to my dad. He always wanted a restaurant, and that vision came to light. I remember when I first went there on a Friday, it was a bunch of older people, a bunch of younger people. There was karaoke going on at 10 o'clock, and I was so confused, what is this? He needed help, and from there, I kind of took the reins. I started doing everything back of house, whether it was scheduling, doing payroll. Credits to King Cobra and Selector SP. They were the residents. They were booking all the nightlifes.
Yeah.
And I was working more behind the scenes. I kind of helped make the website for Kaieteur and designing menus and everything like that. I never had a digital background, I would say, but I took on the business mindset I had from university and built it from there. We had a really good team around us. I can't take all the support, but our staff, our bartenders, our hosts, our chefs, our DJs, they really did a good job to make Kaieteur one cohesive, amazing place to go to.
Nice, dope. Shout out the whole team over there.
You mentioned business, you took that from school. Is that actually something that you studied? What did you actually take in school?
Yeah, I got a bachelor's of business administration, went all the way to Peterborough in Trent.
Ooh,
Damn.
Yeah, I tried to escape. I want to live my own. I want to do my own thing. I'm specialized in marketing, so
okay.
But you know what I think about university, man? They don't teach you website design. They don't teach you how to design menus. It's all about theories and boring history shit that no one really gives a crap about. So Kaieteur kind of brought that horizon for me, and it leads to what we're doing now. Even for some of events we did at Kaieteur, I was doing the marketing materials, doing the social media. I was making flyers. So it brings the best out of you.
Yeah. Stay in school, kids.
Kaieteur Restaurant, you guys did a lot for the West Indian community, giving back. What are some sorts of things you guys did for the community?
Yeah, so we always try to give back, and people have to realize Kaieteur opened during COVID, so the profitability wasn't always there per se because of the restrictions put on us, but we always try to give back when we could, whether it was sponsoring cricket teams, doing charitable work. I know, Davika, we worked together and we did a toy drive.
Yeah, we did that toy drive. That was wicked.
Yeah. Donated a lot of toys.
It was literally a mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Tasha Love for that.
So people were just coming through and dropping off toys.
A lot of donations, we've done food drives, there are many things to give back to the community. We've partnered with a lot of Indo-Caribbean organizations as well to give back to the community as well. Book drives to send back to Trinidad, things like that. So
Nice. And how did you guys select who these things are going to?
a lot of people reach out to us. Saying they need help, and we're always willing to help out and always looking to expand Kaieteur's name as well at the same time.
For sure, that's dope. Good for you guys. Shout out to you guys for that. How do you guys balance between spending money and making money as a restaurant? I know it costs a lot to run a business, right? So are you guys spending a lot, making money? Like, how do you guys ensure that you're making a profit?
In order to make money, you have to spend money. That's the motto I always live by. There would be some events where we bring bigger artists, might not make the money at the door or take chances on certain things, but it's all about building brand recognition and building that Kaieteur brand. There's a lot of times where you hear from Kaieteur from the outside. I don't know if Davika wants to touch on this, but hearing the Kaieteur name and then going there is two different things you need to experience.
Yeah, because I talked quite a little bit of ish when I first heard of Kaieteur, because it was just before the pandemic, and I remember just like tweeting about like, who wants to spend $50 to go to Kaieteur to see like chutney artists and stuff. And then when I actually finally went, I was like,
the vibes there is crazy. Like,
whoop, yeah.
I heard a lot of rumors about there too, but even like I had a lot of friends that were in West Indian that I always brought over there. And them being like white ethnicity, black, Asian, like that was one of their favorite spots to go and pull up to because the vibes are just, they couldn't stop talking about it, how much fun they had.
Really diverse community, and a lot of people got along too, so. Yeah. R.I.P. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. We miss you.
So Kaieteur opened up in 2021. How did you guys, with it opening in 2021, there's obviously a lot of other West Indian restaurants that you guys are competing with from all over the city. Like, how did you guys handle competing with these guys with keeping up with your dining and your menu and your drinks and stuff like that? What made you stand out?
We were really lucky that we had a patio, and during COVID, a lot of places weren't allowed to function at 100% capacity. Now having a patio gave you that flexibility as well. Combined with the fact that we were booking a lot of DJs that were making a wave in the scene, and a lot of DJs and promoters were coming to Kaieteur to do their nightlife events that's been successful at other venues. Yeah. So it really helped us put us on the map at the same time. Shout out DHS, he did a backyard party there. DNR did Roots there. So there was a lot of events that were popular elsewhere that came here that really helped us put our name on the map at the same time. And at the end of the day, every West Indian spot, they serve fried rice, they serve chow mein, serve pepper shrimp, chicken wings. The key is to differentiate yourself from them and focus on your target market, man. Kaieteur is all 19 to 20-year-olds. Focus on our demographic, and once you have the young crowd, you're good to go there. The key is just to keep them there.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really even see all ages anymore. I remember back in my day, I should say our day, all ages was a thing with the 19 plus section, you know what I mean?
I think we started it and killed it.
Yeah.
Because there's all ages that happen. I think there was a couple that happened at Mystic.
Yeah.
And apparently they're popping, but we set that tone.
Oh, 100%.
Like our generation from Cold Sweat the Kind.
Secrets, come on.
Coconuts.
You want to give any shout outs?
For
who was on that?
Oh my God, who was on those? For the all ages?
All I can say is shout out to DJ Tricky.
Infinity.
Tricky, Two Touch, rest in peace.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Two Touch.
Yes,
but
yes.
These guys paved the way and started it, put a lot of us on and believed in us and saw the vision and made us who we are today. So
absolutely.
Shout out to them for
100%, yes.
Yeah. So back to Kaieteur, I guess the big question that everybody wants to know, that everybody's been talking about, everybody's been wondering, like,
drum roll, please.
What happened to Kai? And like, why did you decide to leave before even Kai even like went downhill and shut down?
Yeah, people don't know that. People didn't know I left at the end of 2022, and 2023 was mainly my dad. I would say there's two factors to that. You can never forget the roots of what made Kaieteur popular. Ladies were always free. We had a target demographic. Now, when you start to stem away from that, you start to do different type of events, chutney events, and focus on a demographic that's not what Kaieteur was known for. And obviously, you lose your core crew and the core people that would come there. On top of that, I was looking to do something else. I think there was nothing else at Kaieteur I could have done. I was doing everything there. I learned a lot. I mentioned before I was doing the payroll, social media, the website designing menus, scheduling staff, and everything on top of that. So combine that with the direction of Kaieteur was kind of changing, and also the fact that I'm looking for a different opportunity. Both those factors led to myself leaving Kaieteur.
Do we see you opening another restaurant possibly in the future? Like, is that in the books perhaps? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
That's a really good question. I get asked that all the time. Man, you gotta open your own spot. There's a lot of work that comes into it.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Underestimate the money Shout out to my father. He put a lot of money into Kaieteur. There's a lot of factors coming to that. I also look at the whole club scene as a whole. It's totally different.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
You've been in the game for a long time. Like, how do you see the nightlife now compared to where you first started?
Whoa! We're interviewing me now. Damn. Okay. Well.
Good question.
No, it's very true. Like I started in the nightlife scene back with like shout out to Mixmaster, ISC Nation, you know, yeah, On the Rocks, all that, doing the door. It has changed drastically. I feel like back in the day, everybody came out, like Davika was touching on, our all ages. Like it was for a vibe. It was genuinely to have a good time, be surrounded by people, your friends, your close ones. I feel like going to the club now is more along the lines of for clout, you know, like it's more about who's buying bottles, what people are you bringing out. It's so target focused on that. I just feel like people have lost the idea of actually going out and enjoying themselves. And so with that, like, there comes a lot of violence sometimes in the nightlife. And that's just personally why I decided to sort of step aside, you know. Luxie's closed down for certain reasons. And after that, I kind of was like, okay, this isn't really what I want to be in anymore, you know. Go out, have a drink every now and then for sure, but it's just not the same. It's just not the same vibe.
Definitely not the same as how times were back in the day.
I feel like after the pandemic created a whole other wave though, because people wanted to go out as soon as the pandemic was over.
Yeah.
But now I see events, I feel as if the rich get richer. And what I mean by that, the events that are successful will stay successful.
Yes, 100%. Yep.
Your Fire and Ices,
Oh,
your
yeah.
Soca Suaves, your Wakyus.
Oh yeah, Soca
Mad
Dies,
Houses,
all
Soca
those
Dies.
things. Yeah, the staple
The-
parties.
yeah.
Right?
If you have a
Because
house name.
people have to realize that prices have gone up at the door. There's some places you go to now where they charge 20 before midnight for a regular event.
Prices have gone up for everything.
So prices
Literally.
have gone up for everything. So, but you gotta look at it this way. DJs' prices have gone up too, right?
Oh, yeah.
People that are running the venues, their prices have gone up because of little things like carbon taxes and things like that.
Yeah.
Cost of living has gone up. So, our consumers now are more, budget friendly. So would
Yeah.
you rather pay $20 to go to a smaller event or save that money to go
go to
into those
something
bigger
bigger,
events where
yeah.
there's going to be a lot of people there.
popping.
There may be
Yeah.
performers. There's a crazy DJ lineup. Would
Yeah.
you rather? So that, you have a point that rich get richer. I feel like that's definitely something that's going on right now.
Yeah, that is actually a very valid, accurate point. The pandemic really did shift the club scene 100%.
Yeah, no, it did. So like speaking about that, after leaving Kaa, you basically started your own journey, branding your name MammasBoy, throwing your own back-to-back sold out events. So like,
Congratulations to
Thank
that,
you,
by the way. I
thank
think we
you.
should all take
Yeah.
a little
drink?
drink for that.
All
Yeah,
right,
come on.
cheers.
Cheers to that.
to all the
Cheers to
success.
Yes.
success for everyone.
Yeah, so you've been throwing back-to-back sold out events.
Doing a pretty good job, I would say. Davika's been to everything,
You're killing it. Like,
Yeah.
I was not outside until your events. I was gone and hidden for so long.
Hermit life.
Yeah. When I did my all age stuff, I was hidden, and then I heard all the Kaieteur stuff. I saw the videos, and then I said, okay, let me go out. This Soca Suave event. What's happening?
First one.
The first one. That's what set the tone too. So from there, I was like, okay, these are popping events. Such a hole in the wall. You're like Olympia. You turn the corner, it's Kaieteur.
Yeah.
And then you walk inside, you're like, oh damn, like this is a vibe.
This makes
Yeah.
sense. I'm at the right spot. Our Ubu drivers were really confused. They're like, where's Kaieteur? This is Olympia.
We're in a truck stop, we're in Olympia, we're at Kaieteur, it's like a 3-in-1.
That's what it was. Doing pretty good things. Shout out to Jungle. Went to Jungle, did a few events there. I wouldn't say Kaieteur held me back whatsoever, helped me build my name, but I didn't know what I was capable of until going to bigger venues. And Soca Suave's there, did 800 people. And then my birthday at In the Water, that was a crazy vibe there.
Yeah, man.
Literally kill the speakers.
Yeah, yes.
Shut literally
The whole party shut down for a bit, but that's okay. Waters were flinging everywhere, called In the Water.
I mean, you did call up the Fed.
In the water. Shout out to whoever brought the case of water bottles and started
Whoever did that, yeah, just dash the water there, and then it was just
Good marketing.
Yeah.
But Soca Suave is definitely a brand that I want to build off. I know Davika's been to almost all of them. think you missed one.
I think I missed one, and that was the first one you did at Jungle, and then I haven't missed a beat.
The first Soca Suave was the best day of your life.
Hey, why was it the best day? Why was it the best day of your life?
You know what? It was a random night. I just messaged my friends, and I was like, okay, like I had gone out the night before to one of Soulja's events, and shout out to Soulja, and it was like, oh my God, you're that girl from TikTok, you're that girl from TikTok, and I was like, this is a thing? Because I never been outside since like I did TikTok.
Starting to get used to that too.
Yeah, have fun, it's fun. It has its moments. But I remember I went to Soca Suave. We got like, John hooked it up, man. Like, sorry, MammasBoy, whatever you want. Same thing. Yeah. Got there with my friends, got like that, you like reserved that entire spot for me and my friends, and we were just like, all right, let's go. I think we bought like, I don't know how many bottles, and I got
smashed.
Whew, I had one too many.
Two turn,
but then we found out that Swappy was the special guest. And so my girl was like, yo, you're like here and people don't know that you're here. You got to do something to like post online. I'm like, what do I do? And she's like, go on that stage right now. And I'm like, me? I was like, nah.
Oh, I think I actually seen that on Twitter or something.
Yeah, it went viral.
It did. I like looked, I was like confident. I had my hair tied up and I was like, all right. I was like, we're doing this. We're gonna dance with a soca artist. He like looked at me, called me up on stage, and I was like, okay, this is my time to shine in front of a whole bunch of people. You're not gonna like pay attention to this. And then I just remember the song came, he was like counting it down, and then all of a sudden, I just remember like backing it up on him. I don't think he thought that like this little skinny brown girl was gonna throw it back. And he lost his step and fell off the stage.
Oh shoot.
And there was two people that caught him, one in particular, and
Elaborate.
it was Team No Behavior.
It was leverage.
Shout out to Team. I didn't even know it was him. And then that was the viral moment. And then from there, that's also where I met Mr. Team No Behavior himself, Mr. Ali. And so, you know, I had my little like viral moment and my little love story all together. So Kaieteur holds a very special, like, it's very special to me.
So you found, I guess, your boy?
I found love in Kaieteur Falls.
That's a story to tell your grandchildren.
I know, they're gonna be like, how did you and dad meet? Well, on a speaker box. We met on a speaker box, kids. I'm so sorry to tell you.
Right?
Don't do that though.
Send a picture of the speaker box. Tell your kids this was Kaieteur Falls.
Literally, this was the moment.
So speaking about these events in the water, Soca Suave, how did you come up with like these unique names? Because they stand out, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, in the water's a play off the Aquarius, where water signs, I think.
You know it's not a water sign, right?
Sign. I got called out on Twitter for that. you know what? It worked out. Okay, it was a good event. Soca Suave, shout out to King Cobra and SP's wife, Davika. We're just shooting around names. Originally, Soca Suave was supposed to be called Slap.
What?
Slap?
Yeah.
What the?
Slap your body.
Your bathe?
It was called Slap. Soca Lions Afro Beats Party. That's what the name.
Okay.
But I was on the fence with it.
Yeah, you want to go slap?
Slap what?
Slap who?
You mean clap? Really?
So, yeah, threw out some names out there, and then Soca Suave came together. That sounded sexy, elegant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it did. Has a nice vibe.
Yeah. The vibes are always off the charts for that, yeah.
Mixes are sick.
Yes.
You do a good job with those mixes. If it's just you.
That is me.
Yeah.
It's on me.
Did not know you knew how to mix like that.
Promoter and DJ.
It's a hidden talent.
Yeah.
Hidden talent.
Good.
Hidden talent, okay. So I'm like, Soca Suave, sorry, not Soca Suave. Oh yeah, you have Adam O coming down for that.
Yes, big party out east in Diamonds.
Yeah, Adam O. So like, how do you even secure artists and partnerships with big artists? Because you've been bringing down a lot recently.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot easier now because I have that portfolio. Like, I spend the money on the photos, the recap videos, all to build that portfolio and have a good production and set the tone. When I message artists and managers, I'm like, here's my Instagram. Have a website with all the recap videos, everything like that. Take a look. Also, shout out Cash, local Toronto artist, making big waves right now.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Cash.
Yeah, doing a lot. He actually helped bring Swappy for the first Soca Suave.
Yes.
he has a lot of connections with artists. He's a really good friend of mine. And he's helped me out to bring a lot of artists as well.
So yeah, guys, building a good portfolio, branding yourself, those are the keys and what you need to move forward and do something like MammasBoy's here. So these recap videos, like I've been seeing a lot of recap videos, like you said, and that's what's been catching my eye. That's what's been making me be like, I should have went. I mean, I was supposed to come to your last event, but I had a performance that night. I was originally supposed to come, but then I had a last minute performance. But even in these videos, and even when I do show up to your events, I'm telling you, there's way more gal than I see man in these events. Like the ratio is just crazy because a lot of events I go to, you see a lot of guys that go and they're just like
Sausage fest.
posted up, standing up. It's like, okay, I don't even know why you're here to stand, but your event, it's always good vibes, way more girls than guys, like eye candy everywhere. And
Thank you.
yeah, how do you maintain that ratio?
The ratio?
I guess it just has to do with the marketing and this.
Yeah, I actually want Davika to answer that. Like, what makes you want to come to a Soca Suave or In the Water?
I think it's knowing the capabilities, knowing the vibes, like the Caribbean community, like the Indo-Caribbean community scene is such a hit or miss because you hear about so many fights and so many things that happen in the community, and you know, you hear about those and you're like, do I really want to step out? Like, is this worth it? Like, do I really want to go out to those events?
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, every single MammasBoys event that I ever went to, there hasn't been anything chaotic. So it's always been good vibes, good people. Like, there's always something fun. The way you market it, honestly, is really well because it's marketed professionally. It's not, the name doesn't give like, it's like an older crowd or it's like a younger crowd. It's like, you want to, 100%. Like, you want to come on and have a good time. Like, this is the spot to do it. Like, these are the events to go to.
And the reason why I want to act Davika, because like you've been to my events all the time. That's my target market. It's always ladies, right? You always want to market towards ladies. Everything you do is towards the ladies. Right?
Safely.
And you market
Safely brought out.
No hazards. Except for your speaker boxes, that's about it.
You want to tell the story about Kaieteur speaker boxes?
Oh, you want to get into that now?
Yes.
Oh my God, my poor throat.
Let's just say Davika leapfrogged someone. I don't know what they were doing on the stage. And her throat's never been the same from the speaker.
Yeah. I decided to just dive right. No, I don't know. I didn't decide. My legs just decided to just like cave and then I just jumped over my friend that I was dancing on. And I just clapped right into the speaker, like throat first.
Ouch.
And unfortunately, there's a video about it. Of course, someone caught it. And I laughed about it. It's viral. It is what it is. But yeah, ever since then, they're like, are you to come jump on the speaker? So I remember for, what event was that? Blessed. I did my birthday there. And I made a shirt that said, Little Miss Jump on the Speaker Box. Oh because I like built that name.
Gotta market it.
But listen, that's what made me come out. Those are the fun vibes. You knew that you were like, you were not gonna.
There's a possibility of you injuring yourself.
Yeah,
but you're still
it was
gonna go
self-inflicted. It was self-inflicted, but you know, like it was all in good fun. There was a positive moment to the chaos. Mom, if you ever see this on YouTube or anything, oh, I'm so sorry.
So speaking of marketing and promotion, like how do you market or promote yourself? Are you like doing the groundwork like how we did back in the day when we were handing out flyers at the door, putting on people's cars, mixed CDs? I mean, I don't think cars really have CD players anymore. But what are you doing to get your name and party flyers out there?
Yeah, shout out DNR. I think it's the last one to be doing the Fire and Ice.
That man still does mixtapes and CDs.
Yeah,
Yes,
shout out
he
DNR.
does. Shout out to
OG, another
DNR, yo.
OG.
Yes.
DNR, Fire and Ice coming up soon. But yeah, that's, I try to do everything digital. Like you mentioned, the Soca Suave mixes, always try to promote from there. Whether it's Instagram ads or TikTok ads, just trying to get Soca Suave brand out there. It's different with printed materials. Yeah, you can go out and put everything on cars. That's a different way to do it. But I prefer to stay digital. How do you promote yourself?
TikTok. That's it. TikTok and Instagram. Like,
I mean, yeah, TikTok's the new wave, and even me being an artist and like being in rooms with a lot of successful people, like they tell me too, like it's just what times are nowadays. Even me not being comfortable wanting to get in front of a camera and like speak to myself, feeling weird with the phone in front of my face, like you just got to get with the times and do whatever. That's just the way it is nowadays. You either get with it or be
gotta
left
keep it moving.
behind. You know what I mean? So you definitely got to get with today's times and use. That's how I started posting all this content and being more.
You'd never know who looks at it too. Like you
Yeah.
don't even know. Like you think because you're watching your likes, but then you're looking at that view count. You're like, how many? Like thousands, hundreds, whatever.
Yeah.
You don't know who's watching that to be like, hey, I saw this.
Yeah,
X,
no.
Y, Z, A, B, C.
That's 100% true because I got to speak to a lot of people who already made it in the industry through my content and music. So
Bless.
just always post content and be consistent. Number one thing, be consistent. Don't stop. Yeah. So I have one more question for you. I guess you could say, your future vision. Like, what do you have planned for the future? What do you have to come?
In terms of nightlife, I just want to continuously gain notoriety, popularity, find the next venue. You know, let's keep building. We call it MammasBoy Entertainment MBE now, trying to build. Everyone's like, oh, do an event at Rebel, do an event like, whoa, I'm not at that level yet. That would be a goal. I just want to keep building my name, working with amazing artists, working with amazing people. I met a lot of amazing people through this whole experience from Kaieteur, build those connections from Kaieteur, and continue doing my own thing now. So
Yeah.
that's the game plan.
But the fact that people are actually telling you to throw an event at a venue like Rebel means that you have the support behind you from the community. Like they believe that you could fill that venue. That's really commendable. You know, like
I feel like you could do it, like with the right support, right people, like to back you on that. Like whether you ram it or whether you just still have a successful night, something like that, you definitely could pull it off.
Add it to the bucket list, people. Hopefully within the next few years.
yeah.
It's on camera, so I can't.
Now you're held accountable. You're manifesting it, so.
So we're here with DAVIKASTAAR, the one and the only, brightest in the sky. So, I mean, I'm just gonna dive right into my questions with you. Like, what finally pushed you to start your TikTok journey? Because, girl, I've been rocking with you since much music. Vote.
Yes, Vika for VJ back in the day. That was a thing. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you for having me. Shouts at Caribbean Linkup TV. COVID was the thing that pushed me. Honestly, just before COVID happened, actually, TikTok was starting to be popular.
Yeah.
So I was like, what is this? Let me just look it up. Let's see what this like app is. This sounds like, it was a kid's app, to be honest with you. I was like, do I really want to sit here and like lip sync like this, with my
And learn dances? I'm a savage.
I still can't do those. Like whatever that whoa thing is, like I still,
I look like I am spazzing. Like,
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, no.
yeah.
I'm gonna stick to floor clapping and curling my hand. That's what I know how to do. That's like my go-to.
You say roti clapping?
That too, I can roti clap, okay? I can clap, right, roti clap? I can clap a good roti.
Shout out all the roti clappers.
Yeah, however you want to take that. But I got curious and I was like, let's just see. To be honest with you, part of the reason why I felt more confident to do TikToks was because I did my Invisalign treatment and I was always so self-conscious when I was a kid because my teeth are really, really crooked. Yeah. And I just didn't feel comfortable in the camera. I was very shy. I was very insecure. And it gave me a confidence boost. And I was like, you know what? Like, watching YouTube growing up, watching all those things, like I always wanted to kind of be a personality. Yeah. I studied journalism and everything like that. So like broadcast was something I wanted to do. Yeah, 100%. And I said, you know what, let's just jump on this. Let's just make some fun, like little, like, you know, the trending stuff. Yeah. And honestly, the first couple times, I got addicted to it. Yeah. And I was like, these are fun. This is cool. Like, you know, like just doing these little, like all these like teenage trends. I was like, here's this like 27-year-old coming in at that time, like just like gonna do this. And then I remember like one of the first videos I think I did was types, it was types of coolie dances. And I'm in my room in like shitty, am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in like shitty lighting. Am I allowed to? And I like put on this like hat and I just do this little like make fun kind of like, you know, the type of coolie dances you see, like all the uncles and stuff like that. Yeah. And it like went viral of what that was at that time. And I was like, oh, cool. I was like, so there's a niche. There's like our people are on this app.
Yeah.
Like there's West Indian people, there's like other people. And then from there, I was just like, okay, let's just have fun. And then like AZ had mentioned it earlier, like consistency is what brought me to like where I am today, which is wild because I still think like I'm just like this chill, like little no one that I still have my 9 to 5. I still gotta do shit. You know?
I feel you 100%.
I still gotta make my money on my 9 to 5.
I
So
feel you 100% on that. But yeah, making the TikToks and the content's fun because even though, like you said, you didn't really want to do it, but even after you do it and you're watching, you'll be sitting there watching it and smiling like, this is funny, like, you know what I mean?
there's nothing more that I do than and it sounds cocky, but it's because of the editing that goes into it, the time, the creativity. There's nothing more than I do than sit there and rewatch my own stuff sometimes.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time.
Whether it's a draft that I haven't posted yet or whether it's I'm posting it, I'm like, and I'm seeing like the reactions, I'm like, wow, okay, like people actually like this, whether it's me lip syncing to Bollywood
Or
music.
Ramesh. Shout out Ramesh.
Who's Rajesh?
Rajesh Yankran? Rakesh Yankran?
No, I think it's a wrong TikTok.
Who's Rakesh? No.
Yankran?
Your drunk uncle. Does it start with a
Oh, mine's Ramesh, yes. He left, clearly. He got drunk and like went somewhere else. No, because Tasha Love, shout out to Tasha Love. Tasha Love has, no, hers is Ramesh and mine is Suresh.
Girl, you don't even know your own drunk uncle.
All them calling people the same. I don't know, maybe they're the same people. They got middle name and first name. I can't remember. I forgot about it. I think his name was like Ram Sundar or something. Like I just pulled it out of the books. Yeah, but doing those kind of like fun skits and stuff, COVID was a time to just be creative. You had nothing else to do, so you just sat there, you created whatever you thought was. My mom was so like, she'd see me coming in and out of the room with like a Johnny Walker bottle, like, what is this
What are
girl
you doing?
Yeah, because she didn't know about TikTok. I didn't tell her that I was doing
Just
it.
a prop, Mom.
Yeah, and she's like, again, you drink? Like, and I'm like, I'm not drinking it. It's just a prop. But I'm like 2 a.m. like drunk on like TikTok live. Streaming, you've seen. Yeah. If you guys have seen my lives back in the day, whoo.
Well, I know you like touched on consistency, which actually kind of stems into my next question. But do you find it hard to consistently create? Like, how stressful is that? Is it stressful at all?
Yeah, it's stressful. Yeah. You know what? During the pandemic, it was easy. Like you had nothing to do, so I had left the job at the time. So for maybe, I think like 6-7 months, I was unemployed. So I was like, just banging out videos. I would spend like 3-4 hours making videos. And then I would have that to curate for the week. So I'd put like 3 here, 3 here, 3 there every day.
Yeah, and just put your time into like editing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because I wouldn't spend every single day. If I decided I saw a trend and I was like, okay. And then from there, the motivation kicked in.
Yeah, so you kind of push out the content when the moment or you felt like you wanted to actually create and sort of hammer out a bunch of stuff. Is that sort of, in a sense,
Yeah, that's kind of like that's how I started doing it.
Yeah.
And then, to be honest with you, over the last 1.5 years or so, I did fall off. I was inconsistent because I got like my 9 to 5 like took my life. Yeah, I became an adult. Oh my God. I hit 30 and it was like back aches, knee aches, everything. And then my bank account was like, hello, this is not like, it's not consistent.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, like I actually have to like, be grown up.
Yeah.
So that took a lot of my time. And because of that, I wasn't as consistent as I was before.
Yeah.
But recently I'm making the sacrifice. Like if I can't go to sleep or if I plan my days ahead, if I have to work in the nights and I'm like have the time in the afternoon, then I'll do it.
Okay.
But I think it just comes down to, as stressful as it is, being consistent just comes with just knowing that there is an audience at the end of the day. Like I built this, this is something that I started from the ground up. And one of the things that motivates me is, to be honest with you, it's the little girls Like those cuties that are on my lives, on my comments, and the interactions I've had at Kaieteur, at certain events and everything like that. Like they'll come up to me and almost be starstruck, and I'm like, girl, like, I'm just you. Like me and you are the same, and that keeps me motivated. And then it does come with numbers too. Like you look at the numbers and you're like, you see the growth.
You're doing something good.
Yeah, you see the growth and you see the numbers of how it can be so rapid, and then you do catch a high out of it. Like you're like, I want to be consistent. Like I want like where can I get this? Like where can this take me? Like can I get brand deals out of this? Can I do something? How much more can I get this exposed?
Yeah. So keep making content and pushing it because you're like, if I got this today, what can I get out of the next one? You know what I mean?
you know, like it's a hunger. Like whether you're not getting I'm not getting paid for this. Like in Canada, you don't get paid for doing TikToks like this. Your views are not counted. Like
I actually recently learned that, you know, like I wasn't aware that Canadian content creators don't really get monetary, like there's nothing really there.
There's nothing, unless you're streaming on TikTok and you're being consistent. If you're doing sponsorships and brand deals, then that pays you. But it's not your views, it's not your likes. Like you're just like, I'm just being a content creator.
Canada needs to step up for the entertainment and the media and the content creators out here, because that's why a lot of us leave here and go to the States and you know.
Texas.
Yeah.
I'm going to Texas.
Just gotta go where like the opportunity is.
You do. Yeah. Like Canada's getting too strict with that stuff too. And like I love doing the content, but like it takes time, and you know, I'm getting older and time is of the essence. I respect my time more than I did before, so compensation for it would be nice once in a while.
Well, speaking of content creators and fellow content creators, what are some other Caribbean content creators that you follow and like you feel deserve a shout out? Like shout out a couple of the accounts that you follow and that you rock with.
Oh my God, there's so many. I gotta shout out Tasha Love, that's my girl. Her and her skits are amazing. She does such a wicked job. Emily and Angeli sing. I think in the last year and a half we've connected and they make amazing stuff. Ange is an amazing dancer. Emily is blowing up in the chutney community. There's a beauty girl that I adore in New York. Her name is Sumintra. So Sumintra, if you see this, shout out to you, girl. You are killing it. Like her makeup stuff is fire. There's Wello NYC in New York that's doing big things. Homeboy right here, of course. You're not a content creator, but you're a content creator.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You're doing it, man.
Followers are getting up there.
You're doing it. Obviously, I'm gonna like shamelessly plug this, but shout out Team No Behavior.
Of course.
Yeah, he's doing his thing, you know. Like he's making his own fun videos. He's doing like his stuff for his own stuff and then his brand as well. So like, you know, I can't sit here and not think
Shout out Team No Behavior.
Yeah.
So, what was one of the weirdest DMs you've ever received, girl? Because I know you've got to get them.
Lord, do I. Oh my God.
Any like feet requests or like, you know, can I have one of your socks? Right? Come on.
Twitter, I'm not that active on Twitter, but I guess people like once they see your name, they type, they look, they, you know, they stalk.
Yeah.
Someone had asked me about like, do you do feet pics? And I was like, how much you? This was a while back, so like I was like, my toe, can I fake these toes? Like, whose toes can I use? Like, we'll split the share. I think, you know, they're all weird. Honestly, like being a girl on social media is such, yeah, it comes. I know they're like the audience that I cater to. I know when I do certain videos, I know that it's gonna attract more attention to men than it is to women.
Yeah.
And that's, sometimes you just have to go where the views go. And the thing is, if you look at my content, like my content, I don't really do anything too revealing, like in terms of body, but I do like I think it's my facial expressions, the makeup, like, you know, like just my energy, I guess they get attracted to, and they're like, oh baby. hot. And I'm like, thank you. And they're like, oh, I think this girl actually this DM was the wildest one. Girl, I don't know what you were on, but whew. She was asking me about like, how do how do you work around cheating, your man cheating on you. Like they're asking for advice, but it's like the most like derogatory things. I don't like wild. I get those DMs. A lot of it's just like literally like fobs.
No.
Like it's the old brown guys, honestly.
Yeah.
That come onto my DMs. They see a nice young girl, I guess, and they're like, "Oh, baby," and I'm like, "Uncle, chill. Like this ain't."
Send mobs.
Send Bobs. No Bobs. There's no one named Bob here. Sorry, Bobs aren't available here. This ain't Bob's Burgers. Like, no. Unless maybe like. I always said like if I would always make jokes, so sometimes I do comment on some of them.
Yeah.
Because it's funny to interact with some of the comments just because.
Just see where it goes.
Yeah, and like
see where it goes.
Some of your comments like great observation.
Yeah. Thank you, Sherlock. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get, but you know what? It's just you filter them out. You're just like, hey, scroll. Like you know when the comments are gonna come, and you just keep them moving. I don't really pay attention to those too much because it's so much.
Yeah. Well, speaking about, I guess, comments, how do you yourself deal with hateful comments or negative comments that you're getting? Like, how do you process that and kind of separate that from your content and still push through to create?
I'd like to think that I'm more of like a positive content creator.
Absolutely, yeah.
I try to make people smile and laugh and dance. Like that's the thing that I like. But there's also, there's people that are gonna be haters. Yeah. There's people that are gonna be salty, they're jealous, or maybe they just like, I don't know, man, like my eyeball color is off. They don't like my brown eyes. I don't know what it is. At first, it kind of gets hard to deal with sometimes because, like, they don't know you, you don't know them, but it's still personal. Like they still try to attack you personally. Yeah. And it used to hurt because I'm like, you don't know me, you don't know my story. Like, why? Like, what did I do to you? But
I'm just posting content. Why are you coming on my page with the hateful comments?
I was like, yeah, like, shoot, did you not get some? Like, I don't know, like. But I've learned over the time to just kind of, I read them, and to be honest with you, depending on how hateful they can get, I'll interact with some of them. Like, I ain't scared.
Yeah.
I am not scared. I'll interact with them, but I won't do it in a disrespectful way because I know I have a platform. Yeah. But I'm very witty. So if you come at me with something, I'm gonna come back and it's gonna sound hilarious to me. Yeah. Like someone commented the other day about, I did this video with my boyfriend, and it was the trend of like, he's the best big brother even though he's not my brother. Yes, and I saw that one. It's like people are like, it's uncomfortable, but it's a trend. So I'm like, okay, let me do this just to see. Yeah. And it was hilarious, and someone commented, and it was just like, this is disgusting, this is not righteous, you're not living the righteous path. I'm like, I'm not righteous, I'm leftist. I don't know. I was like, are you hurt? Like, I'll say like witty things about that. Yeah. And then that riles them up. And they're like this, I'm like, you're boosting my engagement at the end of the day, so keep doing it.
We were literally having like the same conversation in the car ride over here, and I was saying to Ashton, like, at the end of the day, whether or not you're giving me a positive or a negative comment, you're still taking the time out of your day and engaging with my post, which is only gonna boost my interaction. Like, I'm so flattered. Yeah. Thank you so much.
I have learned to just kind of do that. And sometimes, depending on like I said, like the extreme of it, there have been times where people have come at me with my integrity or the way I live and stuff, and I will literally reply, and I'll make a video. Yeah. And on TikTok, it'll see the comment, and I'm like, here's your 15 seconds, your 60 seconds of fame. Yeah. You want this attention, I'm giving it to you. And then
like on full blast.
Because you're gonna come on full blast, and you're gonna come on a public place. Yeah. And I have a platform. And I'm not gonna say anything negative. I'm just gonna say, this is what you said, this is what you want. You want a reaction, so now you're gonna get a public reaction. Yeah. And they're like, oh no! And they go like delete the comment, they block me and everything, and I'm like, what did you want? Like, you're going after someone that has a public presence. Yeah. I'm not gonna call you any cuss words. Like, I'm not gonna I could talk down your generation, but I won't do that, because at the end of the day, like, I know what's out there. Yeah. And my overall platform is never to do that stuff.
But if you push my button, like, we'll have fun.
Yeah.
It like,
Yeah. Do you feel like, I mean, have you come across anything like that? People trying to talk down about your parties or sort of shed that negative light, and how do you deal with that?
I did that once, I'm so sorry.
Yes, you did. Hater.
I'm so sorry.
Honestly, I got a random text of one of the Soca Suaves being like, bro, who would you hire? These DJs don't know how to play music. And it was 10:15. I'm like, the party just started. There's a whole, you gotta understand the ambience of an event. You gotta start with warm up soca, and then you get, what you want, like shake your butt, dance hall?
You're not going to see Davika leapfrogging at 10:15.
No.
Come later.
But in terms of, I'll speak like a nightlife perspective. I feel like I'm a really straightforward person. I handle business a certain way with respect, and a lot of guys do have respect for me in the industry. And yeah, just, you know, I'm really straightforward, and I give people my word, right? Once I give somebody my word, I don't go back on it.
Yeah.
And I build plentiful connections from there, and I try to be fair. I try to hire, if it's for my events, try to rotate DJs, rotate promoters. I'm just trying to give everybody a chance, right? I have a lot of positive DMs I actually get from younger DJs trying to be like, hey man, I'm not in the scene anymore, I'm trying to build back my name, can you put me in an event, I'll do it for free. A lot of younger guys as well that are maybe 16, 17, and maybe shouldn't be at, you know, my events yet, but they're like, hey, don't forget about me.
Yeah.
Don't forget my
Become
name.
of age.
Exactly. Here's my content. I'm like, yeah, no problem. Like, I'm all about giving others opportunity.
Yeah.
And even like Soca Suave 5, the prime time was all my younger DJs.
Yeah.
Yes, they killed it.
And they did a really good job. So always try to give the youth the chance and go from there.
So I guess my last question for you is, what is some advice that you would give somebody who's maybe interested or wants to start building a platform for themselves? What words of wisdom do you have?
Honestly, if I have to give advice when it comes to doing anything on social media, don't care what other people are gonna say. No matter what, if it's in your heart to do it, do it. You're gonna have people that are gonna be questioning you. You are gonna have haters. You are gonna have doubters. You're gonna have all those negative things, but I promise you, every positive outcome will knock those out tenfold. They will. Whether you're consistent or not, whether you have down days, whether you are not sure if this content is going to be fun, somebody will like it. Yeah. There's gonna be that that few people, whether it's a handful or whether it's thousands, they will like it. Yeah. You just have to believe in yourself. And honestly, that was one thing that I taught myself, because I didn't have a lot of people in my circle at that time that understood what I was doing with TikTok, especially because it was so fresh. And there wasn't a lot of people that I knew, at least during that time in the Caribbean community, that was doing something like what I was doing at that time. Yeah. Because I started 4 years ago. So I think, you know, like, if I didn't believe in myself and I didn't think that this was funny, whether someone was gonna laugh or not, I had to give myself the benefit of the doubt. And you have to do that for yourself. You have to just believe in yourself and shake off any doubt, because it doesn't matter at the end of the day. As long as you're happy, it's your page. You post what you want. Your page, your content, you do it. If nobody likes it, you have that platform to look back and laugh and enjoy your moments and say, I did this, I created this, I edited this, I did whatever it was, and it's yours. It's like,
it's your outlet.
Yeah, I said this on one of my videos the other day, that it's like a journal sometimes nowadays. Like social media, TikTok, Instagram, Reels, whatever, doing those vlogs, doing those quick, quirky 30-second, 60-second videos, they're like journals. Yeah. Today I did my makeup like this, today I went out here, today I bought this, today I did this. Like, some people can be like, why are you posting this? But it's like, I'm posting it because I like it, I want to put it out there. You look back at it in like the next couple years and you're like, oh yeah, like this was nice. Like, you know, like it has those moments. So I would just say, keep going. Don't ever question yourself, because your gut knows. If you feel like you want to do it, do it. it'll work out for you in the long run. Whether you see it now or not, it will.
Yeah, honestly, great advice.
Could've said that any better.
Yeah, I couldn't have put that any other way. Like
Give you
that.
on TikTok or TED
yeah.
Talk, sorry.
Yeah.
Give me some shares.
Trademark.
Oh, give me some shares.
It's us.
Well, thank you so much for sitting with us, answering my questions. It's always good to sit down, and again, like, this is what this show is about, like connecting with people in our community, highlighting the positive things that are being contributed to our community, and I feel like both of you guys really do represent that for our community. So thank you again.
Yeah, and I want to say, like, honestly, thank you guys for doing this. Because we were having this conversation, not that I know of at least, and I don't know if you guys know anybody, in the Indo-Caribbean community, no one's doing this.
Yeah.
So honestly, like, big ups for doing this, starting the conversation, having these moments, like getting people to come in here. Like, this is only the beginning.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to see how, like, far this can go, because it's like finally someone did it.
Am I recording?
I just took it out.
Okay,
What up?
Because you all